the sun is finally shining, so what better time to talk about holiday lets, one of my favourite topics, and I'm joined by Dan Whiting, the founder of Coponis. So welcome, Dan. Good to have you on Property Tribes. Now, for those that don't know, Coponis is the most fantastic app, and we're going to learn more about it from Dan. But before we get there, Dan, you were actually a holiday cottage owner yourself, weren't you? And that was really what prompted you to start or develop Coponis.
Yeah, so the whole idea, concept, if you like, was born out of owning a holiday let property myself. And just seeing the issues that guests and being a holiday let manager that I was facing myself, and basically wanting to do it in a slightly better way. So obviously there's the welcome pack that you get when you first arrive, but this sort of depends on you arriving, and it's paper-based. So really we wanted to take it into the 21st century and make that welcome pack sort of digital, if you like.
And the great thing about digital is it basically, as you've alluded to, you keep getting the same questions again and again and again. You can actually create answers to these questions, put them in the digital format, and they're at the guest's fingertips.
Exactly. It's an evolving system as well. So it's not sort of once it's set up, you sort of just let it run. You can feed information into it, and from our point of view, we're continually developing and taking feedback from guests and homeowners to actually enhance the system. So it's it is something that is an expanding product.
So I'm a holiday let guest. I've got my booking. I download Coponis. How would I interact with it on a daily basis to help me get the most out of my holiday?
Yeah, so first off, so you'd be invited to download the app, or you can actually access the information online if you don't have a smartphone, and it's password protected because obviously there's sensitive information in there, like how to access the property, alarm codes, maybe where the keys are kept, so it is all password protected, so that we don't want that information in the public domain and anyone turning up at the property.
Of course.
So once you've downloaded it and logged into the system, that will give you information on sort of pre-stay information, so how to actually get to the property, if it's maybe in a town, where to park, if there's any parking rules or charges. It gives you information on local amenities, basic stuff like nearest catch point, nearest petrol station, all the things that perhaps bulk out a welcome pack. It makes it a lot more accessible, just a few taps or clicks, if you like. And then you can communicate with the homeowner throughout the stay. So there's a communication tool within the Coponis system. And really, it's meant to be there at every stage of your stay. So yeah, prior to arriving, once you arrive, once you're out and about at the property, how to work equipment in the property, so those sort of how do I questions, and then even post-stay, it allows you to provide feedback. What we do is we don't actually have a feedback system ourselves, but we very much want homeowners to prompt guest feedback via TripAdvisor and their sort of traditional methods.
And it pulls in all the local restaurants as well, because fine dining is such a big part of a holiday rental experience now. And having all that information at the guests' fingertips helps them get the most out of their holiday.
Well, yeah, and this is something, I found is, staying in even hotels and holiday let properties, is it's great at those recommendations, but if you arrive on Friday night and it really is a very good restaurant, invariably it's booked up. So by having that information prior to arriving, and you're completely correct, it pulls in that information from Google, but homeowners can still make recommendations. So we're not cutting the homeowners out in any way, but it just means they can make reservations and sort of plan their trip a little bit better prior to arriving.
Brilliant. Well, just to finish, Ben, what I was going to say really just to finish was that whilst this is a tool for the guests to enhance their stay and help them get the most out of their holiday, to my mind, I actually see it as a marketing tool for the owner, because if the guest has a positive, happy stay, not only are they going to refer their friends, but they're going to possibly repeat book. So I think it's very important that the holiday rental owners actually look at this as a marketing tool and a marketing differentiator.
Completely. So, I mean, the actual tool itself isn't meant to sort of have lots of pictures of the property or anything like that, because, it comes into play once the booking's been made. But in terms of enhancing the guest stay and making sure that they're getting the most and have a memorable trip and a trouble-free trip, most importantly, is definitely, part of the package and what we're aiming for.